Hey everyone, welcome to Born to be Nerd. My name is Lance, and today, after about a week or more maybe, we are returning with My Hero Academia, and I believe my setup is right now. I'm still wearing that little mic, it's right here, but I can't change the setting of the volume because I'm using my phone to record. So I just have to lower the mic, but it's gonna sound way better now. Sorry for the trouble in the last one. The last episode was amazing, and I hate that I had technical difficulties with it. But we're still not at 100% today. I am still sick. We went to the con this weekend, and being around thousands and thousands of people just did a number on my immune system. So I'm still under the weather, but I have to keep pushing for the channel. So today I've been editing and recording, and so we're gonna get back into it for the new episode of My Hero Academia. This episode is the continuation of the change that happened between Midoriya and Bakugo with their very, very, very intense fight / confrontation / discussion, just spilling it all out, getting it all out there on how they feel about each other, how they feel about themselves, and what they want, you know. And I watched that episode so many times. The amount of emotion that Bakugo shows, and I got choked up. I really did. And every time I watched it, I got choked up. Watching Bakugo show, like hearing him talk about how he felt like he was the reason he was the one who brought the end to All Might. Just very, very powerful, and I felt really bad for him. And I hope that after everything that All Might said, he can kind of let that pressure, let that weight go. And I hope that from here, Bakugo and Midoriya can start to build a friendship, start to build some sense of a partnership, of camaraderie, because they're both really good characters. I've loved Bakugo from day one. Well, not from day one. I'll say from the moment whenever Midoriya saves him, and he stops just bullying Midoriya straight out. That's whenever I realized he was going to be a different character than what we thought. Because I thought he was whenever they first introduced him, he was just a bully. He was just a guy that pushes Midoriya into corners, you know. That gives Midoriya that level of where people expect him to be and where he expects himself to be. And I thought Bakugo was just going to be a side character for that matter. But whenever it showed that change, whenever Midoriya tried to save him, and he stops bullying Bakugo, and you see him just sitting there by himself, just keep minding his own business, I remember thinking, this character is going to be a big character in this series, and I've loved him ever since. So big fan of their development in the last episode. I just can't wait to see what happens. I think this episode is going to show a little bit of that, but I think it's going to introduce the villains. I did see the previews in the last episode because I was just so hyped up from what I just saw that I wanted to know if we were going to get any more of that in the next episode. And I did see that we are going to get a introduction of the villains' next step in their process, and I am ready to see that. So I don't know. I think I've set up everything I can for the start, so I think we're just gonna jump into it. Thanks for joining me, guys. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't. Like the video if you're excited for this. Click the link in the description below to the Patreon page, and go watch the reaction there, and then come back to my post video discussion. Okay, more dialogue episode. The big thing is the introduction of that villain who, if he killed, I didn't see blood, so I don't know if he killed them or just used a quirk to like separate their limbs and stuff, and maybe they're still alive or something, but it looked like he like ripped them to pieces and then posted them all over the vehicle that they were riding, which is insane to think about if they like showed that in My Hero Academia, which is like centered towards younger viewers, to show like severed heads all over the ground. That was insane. But it may have been, like I said, it may have been a quirk where he can like, like separate you, but you'll stay alive. I don't know. The stuff with the villains was crazy. The stuff with Twice, separating himself. So I don't know what the argument is between his two voices. One of them, they both seem to be in cahoots with the villain, like the villain team, but I guess the main guy, the main voice, is like struggling to distinguish between certain ideas that he has. So I don't know what the difference in the separations is as far as like what they feel and what they think and stuff. But there's some kind of confliction there, and you guys can explain it to me if you want to talk about like what each personality is, because I couldn't tell. Like at first I thought maybe he's a good guy, but the other voice is bad, kind of like symbiote to the main guy in Venom. Like the guy in Venom is like a good guy, but symbiote is a monster. And so maybe I thought maybe it was like that, but then they both, like the main guy's the one who talked to the villain dude, so I don't know what his drive is, but yeah, the villains are doing something, and then Dobby killed all those people, like Dobby just burned all those people. This was a brutal episode. And then the second half was a little slower with the students talking about the work studies, which is interesting. Like, it's interesting, but it got like a whole, like, it's a lot of dialogue about that. I think it was cool to get introduced to the three students that are like they're the three third years that are the top in the school. So like they're the three best heroes in the school. So I'm really excited to see what they're about. And one of them's like I can see the thumbnail from it up right there. That one, he's like kind of emo looking. He's kind of cool. Because I was very scene/emo in high school. But yeah, good episode. No, not much more about Bakugo and Midoriya's little journey, but that's okay. That's okay. We'll get to it. But it was just a fun episode. Brutal first half. Oh my god, brutal first half. Tell me in the comments below what you guys thought, and anything else you want to talk about the series and about the episode. Just comment below and like the video if you want to show me your support, because with the new format I don't get as many views and comments and likes as I wish, and I would really appreciate it if you guys would just click the like button for me and show me your support. That way other people can see it as well. So Thanks for joining me, guys. We will see you in the next video, which will hopefully be up very soon. But until then, we'll see you later. Bye.